Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. Oh man. Oh guys, it's been one heck. Actually, it hasn't. It hasn't really been a week of toys, really. A lot of well, it's the end of the year, right? So that's why there's not really too much toy news going around. But today that all changed. And our good friends over at Thundercats Classics, man, they dropped a whole bunch of new updates, and I got to tell you, it was an interesting tale of updates. And why don't I just bring the man himself in? Obviously, he's been on the channel before, a great friend of the channel, of course. We did hang out with him at Legions Con, and it was so much fun to be there. Guys, please help welcome to the stage JP of Thundercats Classics and Toy Addicts. What's going on, JP? How you doing
What's
today?
going on, Jay? Chilling, man.
Brother, it's crazy. It's the end of the year. Holidays are coming up. You're an educator, so how are things? Are you wrapping everything up for the holidays? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm in the IT sector of the education system, and unfortunately, right now there's a lot of testing going on. So it's been a lot of long days. I worked 12 hours on Monday because basically we set up for testing, make sure all the testing software is running good, and then at the end of the school day we have to go and fix everything because the kids are like trying to hack into the computers, trying to put gaming programs and stuff. So it's like a vicious cycle during testing. We got to be ready for the next morning for testing. So a lot of hours, man. Very little sleep.
Yeah, brother. Things just never get easier, to be perfectly honest with you. But it is rolling down to the end of the year, and man, things are always a lot of fun around this time. Kids are about to get off of work. As a matter of fact, you have a little one keeping you company, so that's always going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But no matter what, it's coming down to it. But a lot to talk about today, and including some news about some wonderful new products that you have on the way. So to help us out a little with that, why don't we bring in our special guest? He spent a lot of time with us at Legions Con, and it was great. And of course, you were debuting something fabulous that is really, really special. And this gentleman is helping you out with that. Guys, please help us welcome Steve of Articulated Times. What's going on, brother?
Hello, how are you?
Not too bad, bro. How's it going?
Good to see you guys again.
How about you? How are you gearing up for the holidays, brother?
Gearing up slowly but surely. Definitely, I've got one more toy show that's coming up this weekend to close out the year. But on top of that, doing last minute Christmas shopping for all the kids and family and friends. So it's definitely a lot going on. No downtime at all.
It's always crazy it's always crazy at the end of the year, though, right?
Yeah,
now, Steve, you actually have a retail business going on right now, right? Is that that?
Yeah, I've been open. Articulated Empire has been open since April. We've been kind of focusing on more independent toy companies. So your Four Horsemen Studios, Savage Crucible, Animal Wars of the Kingdom from Spiro Toys, Saturday Studios. Those things that you're not going to necessarily find in a Target or Walmart. That's what I want to house in my shop. And then typically we're approved retailers for Four Horsemen Studios. So pretty much every upcoming wave that's going to be out, we will have in stock. Likewise with all the other ones from Savage Crucible and Spiro Toys.
Freaking incredible. And of course, we did spend some time with Steve at PowerCon. It was a lot of fun to be there. And while we were there, we got to see some amazing stuff from a brand new project that a couple of our good friends here have been working on. And JP, why don't you tell us and bring us back up to speed from the realm? What are we looking at right now? What's the project, and what can we expect in the next year?
Yeah, so From the Realm is kind of like, basically it started with a dream that I had, very vivid dream. It's first started with, it was like a very, I don't think I've told this story yet, but it was I had a dream that I was playing with some toys, and they were very iconic to like 80s and 90s type of toys, like Playmates, things like that. But it was like a monster line. Um, and, I just had this idea because I had like Creature from the Black Lagoon, um, Werewolf, Dracula, but it was like this whole idea that these figures can be mixed and matched, and you could like mix parts together and create your own kind of creatures and stuff. And then from there it evolved to a bunch of sketches and drawings. I had some conversations with some people, with my buddy Eric primarily. I asked him, picked his brain about doing monsters, doing a monster line. And at the time he gave the recommendation of doing like the chibi style figures, which were like, more like designer vinyl figures, not big like Mondo's doing, but like smaller, squat, kind of like super deformed figures. And I went ahead and I started designing, my take on Creature from the Black Lagoon or the Gillman, a vampire, Nosferatu style, and a werewolf. And then I showed these to my buddy Carlos, the Badass Reviews, and he was like, "This is not my bag. I collect 6-inch figures. It's cool, not to knock you or anything, but it's not my thing." And he was like, "Dude, but you collect 112. You don't collect these type of figures." And I told him, well, I'm doing it because I was told that it's cheaper to produce this stuff since I'm doing it out of pocket or whatever. And he's like, "Listen, if you're gonna go, you go hard. You go all the way. You don't compromise what you really want or what your vision is just for the sake of fear or the unknowing." And I'm so grateful for him saying that to me because the rest is history. I just started redesigning all these creatures and these ideas that I had in my head, and then him and I sat down and we kind of thought out kind of a universe or a world where this toy line could come from. And that's when we came up from the realm. And essentially from the realm, it's I tried looking for um other words that would represent realm and things like that, but it just wasn't. Realm is the one that hit, like it's the nail in the coffin, you know no pun intended, but it was just like it was really like it just landed, man, the name from the realm. And the main reason we stuck to that is because our waves or our releases or our offerings are not going to be uh, like the typical toy offering where you have a name brand line and then you have different characters. Like where you got G.I. Joe, you got Bazooka, you got Snake Eyes, you got Duke. We're not doing like, oh, we're going to do the vampire, we're going to do the Gillman. What we're doing is we're introducing our waves as the realm itself. So our first realm, which is going to be um, our launching pad for our Kickstarter early next year, is From the Shadows. So everything that you could think of that comes from the shadows. As seen here, of course, we're starting with a vampire, but we have demons, we have paranormal entities, we have uh, you know all sorts of different types of creatures, mysterious creatures that can inhabit the shadows, right? So we're starting out with a vampire, of course. We're going to have an initial regular offering, which is going to be a figure as represented in the prototypes we had at Legion's Con. We have a more Nosferatu looking bald, kind of bucktooth vampire, but we also have the long haired vampire, which is more regal, more elegant, a young, almost Castlevania ish kind of look. Um, and those are the two initial looks. There will have different expressions. There will be different offerings, such as the wings, which we are kind of going back and redesigning a bit. We got really good feedback on the wings, but um, the wings themselves, the way we had them thought out to plug into the back of the figure. That's not going to really work in a real world. So we're kind of redesigning the way those wings are going to attach to the body. The amazing sculpts. I mean, this really couldn't have been done without the collaboration and hard work of our buddy Eric Sosa. He's not very well known in the action figure world because Eric has always been like a statue god. He's always done like amazing statues. He did, if you own Kotobukiya product, like all the Marvel fine art statues, all that stuff, he did all that for Kotobukiya. He's done like a lot of really fine art, high detailed kits of Dragon Ball Z and Street Fighter, and also DC characters. He has some amazing Superman and Batman statues out there. And now he's working for Hollywood. He's working with Disney, and he's actually doing stuff for James Cameron for the new Avatar film. So for him to take time out of that so busy schedule and all his personal stuff that he's dealing with, and to actually say, hey, you can count on me for this, it's amazing, because you could tell that he's a man that loves his craft and he loves monsters, and he has some amazing ideas. So essentially I'm doing the 2D concepts, such as seen here, but then I hand it over to Eric and I let him give it that Eric Sosa Midas touch, and he just creates this amazing three-dimensional concoction. And it's just like making beautiful music together. We're doing some awesome stuff. We're on the same page as far as the creative, the direction we want to take with the rest of the offerings, and it's just really exciting, man. And a lot of people have been praising, and they're really hyped about this Kickstarter. So I couldn't be more happy and more proud of what we've accomplished and what's yet to come. And so yeah, from the realm, that's basically what's coming. I've gone from toy collector to toy creator in a span of a year, and it's super, super exciting. I can't tell you how amazing it is to have that kind of dream realized, and having amazing collaborators such as my buddy Carlos. That's my brother from another mother, man. You, Jay, you've been so helpful with us, getting the word across, spreading the good word, getting people to follow us and listen to what we're talking about. And then our buddy Steve here, such a cool guy that we met 2 years back at Legions Con. And, he's been so awesome. Thanks to him, we were able to exhibit our prototypes at his booth at this year's show. And he's now helping us with our official first pre-order of the t-shirts. So we're doing an official drop tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time on articulatedempire.com. We're going to have the first From the Realm t-shirts available. And this is a passion project, so we don't have like major capital set aside for this. So we need to raise some funds, and we're starting with some merch. And the first merch we're going to be launching is these t-shirts. There's going to be a blue colorway and a red Bloodlust edition, which is the logo in red. So they're both going to be printed on black shirts, and we're going to have all sizes available. And there's going to be a pre-order window. So, we're hoping that with the excitement that we had and the reactions that we had at Legions Con, that people are going to go ahead and help us and support these t-shirt drops and wear these shirts proudly. So come March of next year, hopefully when we launch our Kickstarter, we'll have some good money set aside to make some amazing action figures for all of you guys.
Wow, these are freaking incredible, and the project sounds great. Steve, why don't you tell us a little bit more about Articulate Empire? What you like? You talked a little bit about what you offered before, but obviously these are going to be available on your site starting tomorrow. It says sold out, but that's only because they haven't actually been listed yet, guys.
Yes.
But yeah, tell us a little bit more about Articulated Empire.
So Articulated Empire, again, started with a dream very much like JP, I've been wanting to do a toy store since I was 8 years old. It was one of those things where I initially thought 2021 was going to be the initial start time, but obviously the economy was kind of in a rougher spot, so it didn't. We had to push things back a little bit. 2024 definitely was a much better year for us to give us the opportunity to branch out and spread our wings with all these toy lines that I am a big fan of. I'm a collector, like many of you out there. So pretty much everything that's on my page, like I mentioned before, is not at a Target or a Walmart, but those are things that I collect. So if worst case scenario, I've got a lot of cool toys. If for some reason it doesn't go well, but with that, I carry things from Mofex, Mezco, 3-0, Accessory Studios. But typically with that, so what we've been doing, we've been open since April. How we've been working it is United States orders over $75 are free shipping. Since I'm based in the state of Illinois, that's all I would be drawing tax from. So charging tax on the website. If you live outside of my state, it's tax free. Okay. The nice thing about this particular project that we're doing is it's the shirts are $30 from sizes small all the way up to 2X. For the 3X and 4X, we do offer those, but I think there's like a few bucks more. But again, that's a shipped price. Okay. So how we typically do pre-orders, normally, like if I have a pre-order for something coming in, depending on how big the pre-order window is, sometimes I might have people do a small deposit. With this pre-order window only lasting about 30 days, payment would be due at the time of order. Okay. So how that looks for somebody that's coming through the site, we're going to have all those sizes available that you can see right there. We haven't uploaded the quantities yet, but this is going to be made to order essentially. So after the 30 days, we're taking all the orders and we're sending this off to Dave Orkin, correct? Yeah. So a lot of people that are familiar with Legions Con or have bought shirts at Legions Con, Dave Orkin has had a hand in a lot of that. He's usually the one that's producing a lot of the shirts for Purple Gang, for the Crypt, the Dork Lair, I believe, for Detour Customs. So definitely a lot of reputable work and quality work with what he does. Getting ahead of myself here a little bit, but so how we do this for the pre-order, right? Payment is due at the time of order. What we'll do is on our end, we comes in, we're going to take our quantities and everything like that. How we go through on our end to capture everything, we're going to mark it as fulfilled, right? Because again, this price point is a shipped price point. Okay. So when we get the orders all squared away and so like we said, we're January 13th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we're going to close out the pre-order. Okay. So with whatever quantity we have there, that's what we're turning over to Dave Orkin with that. So that's middle of January. I don't know. Has he set a timeline on how long that would take him for the shirts? JP?
No, he didn't. But I'm sure it's not going to take too long.
Right. Yeah. He's usually very fast with everything.
Yeah. What we can do is, if we get a timeline, we can update it on the site.
Absolutely.
We'll let everybody.
So typically with that right now, as it stands, it closes in middle of January. We're hoping by late January, early February to have those orders into us, and then I would help with distributing out to everybody that purchased one. So right now, since this is our first drop with everything, we're keeping it to United States only. Depending on the success of this, what we're going to think about possibly in the future releases, maybe working with some of those international folks, if so need be.
That's amazing. So just to recap, everybody, the t-shirts will be dropped available for tomorrow. I believe it is it 12 Central. What time are you guys dropping?
That would be 12 Eastern time.
12 Eastern. Yeah. So basically, guys, it will be available at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They are $32 per shirt. They do come in the traditional blue, which is from the Realm's original logo color, but they also have the blood red, which of course celebrates the first Realm for the vampires. And this is in commemoration of their first launch for the campaign, which is next year in 2025. But you guys can start the party early. $32 each, and all the proceeds will go directly into the campaign to help drive this wonderful toy line that JP and Jorge and Steve are putting together for us. Of course, huge thanks to everybody who's helped to put this together. Guys, definitely head over to Articulated Empire. It's articulatedempire.com. You can just click on the home button, and right underneath the Four Horsemen Studios, you will see the actual link. It says sold out right now. That'll only happen until tomorrow at 12 Eastern time. Once that's available, you can click on it and pre-order your t-shirts. My apologies, it's $30 USD, but I think the red one, I don't know why it said $32 earlier.
It's
but
anyway,
the larger
sizes.
Oh, sorry. There you go. So yeah. So basically, when you get up a size, I think there it is. It's 3XL. 3XL and 4XL are $32. Everything else seems to be $30 each. But again, all these sizes will be available tomorrow, along with the different colors that you would choose. Now, Steve did say that these are pre-orders, so they will be shipped out as they are made available. And guys, this is a great Christmas gift for anybody looking for those wonderful tree stuffers and stocking stuffers. And of course, it does help out this amazing project, which is, of course, from the Realm. And guys, these are incredible looking action figures, and I can't wait. What is the timeline for the Kickstarter? Do we know, JP? Like, what are your
our plans are to launch the Kickstarter during the weekend of Toylanta, which is, if I'm not mistaken, March 28th through the 30th.
Very cool.
Our plans is both Carlos and I will be attending the show, and we will have a final painted, articulated, soft goods, clothed sample for everybody to see. We'll have some merch, and we'll be officially launching the Kickstarter either at the show that weekend or the following Monday. We're still not 100% confirmed on that, but those are the plans right now.
Yeah. And then one thing before we move on, with the pre-order item for the shirts and everything like that, I do have a little tidbit on the listing there to promote smoother shipping with everything. If you are going to pre-order item, have it be separate from any in-stock item, okay, just to help streamline everything a little bit smoother. And then we'll be able to get you taken care of with that.
Excellent. So that's a little bit of a tip there, guys. This is a hugely exciting project. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to not only From the Realm, which of course is that we'll be able to keep up to date with all these brand new updates for all these wonderful new action figures and some more news about release dates and of course the Kickstarter date as it comes to JP. But definitely also subscribe to Articulated Times on Instagram. Again, Steve is doing amazing work there. He does some great toy photography as well, as you can see here. Lots of fun. But he also has an online store, which, of course, you should definitely take a look at, articulatedempire.com. And you guys are definitely going to enjoy that. So, yeah, guys, best of luck to these guys for this. And please support this project. It's a wonderful, brand new Kickstarter that's happening next year around March. And, of course, every little bit counts. So it's only $30 per T-shirt. And every little bit counts, and it will help towards the campaign. Thanks, guys, for bringing this to us. Steve, thank you so much for that. It's been great. You're welcome to stick around, Steve, and share a little bit of the rest of the stream for Thundercats and all the Super7 stuff. But if you have to go, we totally understand.
I do. I'm actually in the preparation of preparing for a show in Springfield, Ohio. So that's probably about 6 hours from me. I'll leave about midday tomorrow. So I'll be setting up this weekend. And if anybody's going to the Springfield Toy and Comic Show, that's where I will be. Actually, it is at the Clark County Fairgrounds. It's on December 14th. Early bird starts at 8 a.m. to 9, and that's $10, or general admission from 9 to 3 is $5. So again, this is put on by the folks at Western Ohio Toy Show. They also run this convention as well too. Great guys, definitely a lot of good stuff. If you are looking for last minute Christmas ideas, that's a great place to go. And obviously, as Jay said earlier, my website, articulatedempire.com. Again, orders, United States orders over $75, we ship free. If you're outside of the state of Illinois, it's no tax on your order.
All right, guys. So don't forget the Springfield Toy and Comic Show, December 14th, Clark County Fairgrounds, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Over 160 tables, on-site grill, vintage and modern, much more. The address is 4401 South Charleston Road, Springfield, Ohio, 45505. A $5 admission for general admission, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. $10 gets you early access at 8 a.m. And children under 12 are free. So yeah, guys, definitely check this out. Steve is going to be there. And of course, he's got some great stuff. Definitely say hi to Steve while you're there. And don't forget, please head over to Articulate Empire. Pick up a shirt tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, all of those proceeds go to the project. Steve, thank you so much for being here, brother. And we will see you soon. Best of luck at the show. And
thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys for having me on. Again, definitely support this project. I'm looking for From the Realm to just reach new and better and heights as this project keeps progressing with everything. So I'm looking very forward to this. So definitely support From the Realm. I'm very excited about this project. So definitely I am going to be jumping on first day. So you should too. Okay. So good seeing you guys. Thank you guys for having me.
Have a great show, man.
Thank you. You as well. Later.
Take it easy. It's always great to see Steve, and of course, we hung out with him a lot during Legions Con.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And I'm very excited about your project. Congratulations, JP. So, guys, don't forget, please support this amazing project. You can pick up T-shirt on Articulated Empire starting tomorrow. $30 each. If you're a bit larger size like myself, you might have to get the $32 shirt, but it all goes to a good cause. So, huge thanks to JP for making this happen. Thank you, JP. Do you have one of the shirts? Can you show it to us? Can you
Unfortunately, I've been wearing the shit out of them, and they're in the laundry right now. But I do have this.
Ooh, let's take a quick look at that little gem there. Hold on for a second. There we go. Wow, look at him, right?
So this is one of the initial figures. Obviously, this is statically posed, but you can see all the articulation cuts. And by the way, I gotta give a shout out to Seba Doms, which is basically a planetary dog toys. He's the wizard that concocted all this articulation and engineering on Eric's amazing sculpting. For those of you who don't know, Seba is personally responsible for the Foray Planet figures. So if you own like the Veteran Williams werewolf figure, or like Master Wang, or like that samurai rabbit, he did all those figures for Maestro Union. So you could see the quality in that stuff. You can tell what's to expect from these figures. And we're going hard with articulation, 32 plus points of articulation. I want this thing to move as closely to anatomically accurate, soft goods, interchangeable heads, interchangeable hands. Yeah, we're going hard with this. And right now, as a matter of fact, we have a Facebook group which is pretty active. I have a poll running right now asking people to choose which are their most iconic cinematic vampires. So I have that poll on my Instagram and on the Facebook page, and we're also getting some nice topics going in regards to really cool iconic vampires that people would like to see made into action figures, whether it's from vampire folklore across the world or if it's cinematic or TV show representations.
Yeah, guys. So definitely check out From the Realm on Facebook. It's a wonderfully active group, 144 members already. So you should definitely head over there, check out From the Realm, and of course get the latest information about what's happening there. I believe Carlos is the one moderating the site.
Yeah,
so
both Carlos and I. Yeah.
Both Carlos and JP. So you guys will definitely have friendly faces there. It's a lot of fun for these guys. Got a whole bunch of comments coming in. Thank you guys for being here tonight, Sven. And it's always a pleasure hanging out with you. Frankie Rivera is in the house. Thundercats, ho! Of course, bro. We're going to talk about that very, very soon. Thank you guys for being so patient. Can't wait for my Cats Lair. We got some updates for you, brother. Might not. We'll see how everybody reacts, but we do have some updates. Toy Connections in the house, live on a Thursday. How are you, Jay? Good to see you, Ken. Always great to see Toy Connections in the house. Shao Kahn, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? CB Hunts, happy holidays, fellas. You too, brother.
Happy holidays.
Titanium Hanger, Mike. Mike is in the house. What's going on, Mike? Sup, Jay? Not too bad, brother. Saw your last video. Very excited. Undisputed Aquarian Champ. Waiting on that Cats Lair. I think we're all waiting on that Cats Lair, dude. It's getting kind of crazy. JMax77, counting down for the Cats Lair. Can't believe it's almost here. We do have some updates, so guys, hold your horses. Billy Cranston, Copper Kid, can't wait to finish the team. Hopefully they continue the Silverhawks all the way. Yes, I am very, very hopeful that everything will come. I mean, we already have Hot Wings, right? So we have to get the rest. I mean, we just have to. Motu Comics is lit.
What's
John
up,
E.
Comic?
Well, shout out to Motu Comic. John E. Will they be releasing more Wily Kit and Wily Cat? We'll ask JP in a little bit, but let's keep going. Very cool to see you too. Toy Addict, guys, definitely check out Toy Addict. He's right there. But give him a like and a follow, and of course, check out Articulate Empire and pick up a T-shirt for yourself. Yojo CEO shipments. We'll have some very good news for some people. Mr. Wonderful, what's going on, Twins? Good to see you, brother. It's Mega J Retro. Yes, it is. It is Mega J Retro. Pedro Lopez, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? John Rataluski, what's going on, fellas? Good to see you, John. Always great to see everybody here. Guys, so let's get started because everybody's been waiting. But it's been quite the journey. But we do actually have a comment just before we get started. Topher Khan, Young Hummus, just turning in. I have no idea what those vampire-looking figures are, but I need all of them. Holy crap. Not even painted yet, but those sculpts are amazing.
Thank you, man. Thank you. That's awesome. And if you want all of them, we're gonna have a lot of stuff. Obviously, we're not going crazy. That's one thing I wanted to mention is on the initial Kickstarter, we're not gonna offer like a shit ton of figures. We're gonna be a little more conservative. We're gonna offer what counts. 2 main figures. We're gonna have head options, accessory options, maybe different costume options. We're planning on doing some polls to get some information to see what the customers want, because we want this to be very, as a collector myself, I'm realizing something that I'm kind of doing what I've always wanted to do and other toy companies haven't. So I want feedback from other collectors, other toy enthusiasts as to what you would like to see. So I definitely want to get the community more involved. Maybe not picking specifically what we're doing, but definitely giving us good guidance and feedback that we're going to be listening to openly.
Oh, that's incredible. And you know what? People are excited, JP, and I think rightly so. Topher Khan, thank you so much for that. We really appreciate all the support. And we're doing everything. Oh, did he lose a leg?
He did, man. He took a little spill and but I'm gonna hot glue it. It was just like
Super
a
glue,
clean
man.
break.
Super glue. It's easy.
This is the kind of shit that happens with prototypes.
Just crazy. Travis, are you coming to Toylanta? Because we missed you at Legion's Con. So if you guys don't know, Travis is doing a lot of great stuff with his own project. I don't know. Just wondering how that one's going, Travis. You still doing your stands? Let us know because I'd love to find out how that's going. Topher Khan, smart move. Roll it out slow. Yes, it's very important to really plan these out. It's very important, and of course, JP and From the Realms are really working hard at that. CB Hunts, what's going on, fella? Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Let's get moving on the rest of the news, JP. But once again, guys, From the Realm, definitely check them out on Facebook as well as Instagram. A lot of great news. Oh, here we go. Travis says, "Don't know, men. Next year, I'm trying to figure out everything for next year, brother." All right, brother. Well, hopefully we'll see you, man, because it's we missed you at Legion's Con, brother. I know you wanted to go, but things tend to happen, right? Should have some influencer boxes to ship out. Yes, excellent, great stuff. The stands are in production. Can't wait, guys. Mega gonna get some. Thank you, brother. And don't forget JP. He's got a much bigger audience than I do. So definitely send one to Thundercats Classics. Send one his way. You met Travis, didn't you, JP?
No, not in person.
He had the stands. He was at PowerCon.
The Hexa stands?
Yeah, the Hexa stands. You remember?
Oh no, but I it was crazy because Saturday was all about From the Realm because it was the only day that we got to showcase the prototypes, and then on Sunday we had to fly out early. So I kind of ran into the main room and I like kind of gazed at things really quickly, but it's all a blur. Like I've seen pictures online and I'm like, where the hell was that? Like I couldn't see everything that was in there, man.
Yeah,
I was
talking about PowerCon last year. I was talking about PowerCon last year. He was at PowerCon last year.
Oh, at PowerCon? I didn't go to PowerCon last year. I was at the one in Ohio.
Yeah,
that wasn't last year. Was it last year?
That was last year. That was PowerCon. That was last year, brother.
That was like more than PowerCon. I don't know. I don't remember. I remember seeing something like that at Legion's Con, like some bases. But I guess maybe somebody was selling his or something.
Yeah, no, it's all everything's a blur. We go to so many cons, JP. It's just crazy. Yeah, but that's actually where JP and I first actually met in person. It was a great event. And next year they're coming back, so we would definitely see them. Yeah, for sure. Again, everything just went by so fast. But JP, once again, guys, From the Realm, really expecting big things from this. But JP, let's talk about your drop today, because I think a lot of people are chomping at the bit to find out what the heck is going on with the Thundercats, as well as the Silverhawks and other shipping dates. Man, it definitely is that moment where you really I love Super7 at the end of the day. I've always loved Super7. Brian's always delivering the goods, but it's always one of those things where we're fans, right? At the end of the day, we really just want our stuff. So, the Cats Lair, everybody's asking about that. Shiny Silverhawks, the first two were released a little earlier, in the year. And it's amazing to think that it's been over a year and a half since we started this whole journey, JP. Like at one point I was actually kind of worried it wasn't going to fund. You know what I mean? It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But, it reached the heights and the levels that we never thought possible, right? So now the question remains, what is happening with the shipping dates? So earlier this afternoon, actually earlier this morning, on Thundercats Classics, guys, if you haven't already, definitely check out Thundercats Classics on Instagram. They are hitting 34,000 followers, but they could always use some more. Definitely give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. We did a whole live stream with the Frazetta girls the other day, and it was glorious. Sarah Frazetta was just an absolute sweetheart as always, and gave us the inside dope on, in her words, the thick Vampirella. So you got to definitely check that one out. And of course, you have to check out the review of the Lion-O figure from Mondo. You want to just you want to flex that a little bit here, JP?
Absolutely. So on our last Toy Addicts Anonymous stream, I did an unboxing, but I didn't like how the footage came out. I meant to do it all in a very good way. I had my phone on a tripod as a separate camera, but since I had it mirroring, I kept like swooping the figure out of the camera's view. So it was really annoying, but man, this right here. So I'm officially dubbing this as the Hold My Beer edition Lion-O in response to the new deluxe Lion-O from Super7.
Shots fired, man. Shots fired. What the hell?
I mean, I have every single Super7 Thundercats. There's a reason why I have a Thundercats IG. But what Mondo is doing is bonkers, because they're following the same recipe of the Masters of the Universe, where they are staying true to the aesthetics and the main look of the characters, but they're mondifying them by making them more realistic and looking more like what a concept design for a feature film would be, right? So when we look at Lion-O here, I mean, there's no question this is Lion-O. You know, he's got the battle skirt or armor skirt, whatever, but this is removable. So what it is, you just kind of close the legs in, and it has these tabs. When you push the belt up, it allows you to slide the armor oh so gently because you don't want to destroy it. It's a $200 something figure, but you slide this down and you have the exposed classic trunks. So whether you like the Mondo 5 version, what I love what Mondo and Hector and everybody at the team is doing with Thundercats is that they're giving you their take on stuff, but they're still preserving the options of you displaying your figure as a more iconic pop culture look, staying more true to the original content. So with Lion-O here, they gave us some very unique aspects in design, but they still kept a lot of things. For example, this right here is the modified version of the sword. You can see the bloodlet, and it's got some enhanced details on the sculpting of the sword. But they gave us an animation-based sword as well. For those that didn't pull the trigger on the timed edition of Lion-O, I think there's a regular edition now available for pre-order, but it just comes with like a very basic offering of accessories. And honestly, I think for the $25 difference, the timed edition was the way to go. I mean, not to say, hey, don't buy it at all, but I mean, for example, this is one of the things that you get with the timed edition. You get Jim Henson's Snarf. This thing is amazing. It's a little static. It's got swivel arms and swivel legs, and it has a ball socket head. No articulation on the tail. But to be honest with you, I feel like, this is not the last time we're going to see Snarf. We're probably going to see a more articulated standalone release of Snarf, maybe as a 2-pack with Snarf or something like that. But yeah, this thing's got all the bells and whistles. You've got the more feline based head, which is literally a lion. Amazing designs by Emiliano Santalucia, and also are directed by Hector Arce. This is the more feral, angry, battle-worn, or battle roar head. Really awesome. And then you saw the standard one. And this, I think, everybody's kind of in agreement. This is probably one of the best heads. It's so beautiful, and it looks so Rankin Bass, so animation, screen accurate. It's a beautiful head sculpt with the crown. When they crown him the official lord of the Thundercats after he passes the trials. And then there's this one bonus head, which is amazing. It's got this look like if the eyes are lighting up, but it's just paint. But that's just fantastic. I love the sculpting of the hair. The silhouette of this thing is just amazing. It moves so well. You have the Book of Omens that it comes with. Trying to get here. Well, it comes with the Book of Omens. It comes with this, which at first I didn't know what it was, but this is really cool. So there are some episodes where Lion-O actually throws his claw shield and he uses it to repel or grapple onto like a mountainside or something. And essentially what it is on either claw shield, because you've got the furry one, which is a timed exclusive piece, you just basically insert this blade right into here. It locks in place with a chain, and then Lion-O holds this, which looks like a Panthro nunchuck in gold, but apparently this is how it looked in the cartoon. I did see the episode and the scene where he's holding on to kind of like a copper brownish handle that looks like a nunchuck, and you know essentially throws the chain. So if you want to do some dynamic toy photography, you could like hook this onto like a diorama of like a mountainside or something, and have Lion-O like trying to repel with this, or like throwing it at Mumra to attack. So I think this is like a really cool bonus item. And actually,
I thought that was brilliant because
yeah,
I think all of us had no idea what the heck that was.
no, not even me. I was like, it's funny because Raul Barrero, amazing photographer, which does most of the photography for Master of the Universe and Thundercats, reached out to me through Instagram, and he's like, "Hey man, I just got Lion-O. I'm getting ready to do the set photos, product photos and stuff, but I wanted to pick your brain about something." And he asked me, "What is this? What is this? What is this?" So I kind of ran down, what the accessories were and what he could do toy photography wise with it. And when he showed me that accessory, I was like, I think that's something from the trials. But after I had the conversation with Raul, I looked at the episode again, and I didn't see that accessory anywhere. So I was like, damn, I failed. I didn't do my proper research. And it kind of sucks because I was thinking about it and I was like, damn, hopefully, I wish if I would have told Raul what it was, he would have done some crazy shit with that effect, like having it shooting out or something. But since there's no enemy yet, I'm pretty sure it's something that can be incorporated for future toy photography. Once we get the big bad Mumra, which has only been shown in concept art form, but I gave Raul a really cool idea for some photography shoots with Lion-O and Mumra. And originally, I wanted him to do like a teaser photo where Lion-O he was kind of like trying to rip bandages off of him, and it was like a precursor to Mumra's coming. But obviously, you were just going to see bandages wrapped around his arms and maybe like around him, because there's an actual episode where Lion-O goes to Mumra's tomb, and Mumra's bandages kind of like sneak up like snakes.
They entomb him in
Yeah.
one of the chambers, and
So
he literally until the light shines down from the cracks.
yeah,
He doesn't. It seals him in there until daytime. So
yeah.
yeah,
So
it was a great
I
scene.
was like, man, I was hoping Raul could have done something like that to just kind of hype people up about the next one. But we know what's coming. It's going to be big, and I'm hoping probably in March at WonderCon, which is probably the next show that Mondo will be attending. They'll have the final Mumra prototype, and then pre-orders shortly after. Can't wait to see that. I know that thing is going to tower. It's going to be bigger than Beastman.
Yeah,
sure.
no, 100%. It's going to be absolutely bonkers when they finally release that. And there's other figures on the way. Some very exciting. And we'll probably be getting some information a little bit later on the way. But today, well, first of all, do you want to wrap up your what are your thoughts about? What are your final thoughts on
Dude,
the Mondo?
just blown away, man. Blown away. I mean, I was, aside from Raul reaching out, I was a bit influential on what Lion-O comes with, because I gave a laundry list of accessories and things that I thought a 1/6 scale figure of Lion-O should include, to my buddy Peter, and it was crazy because they did everything I told them and then some. Snarf, I didn't think they were going to include. I thought Snarf would be like a standalone figure. But they threw out the kitchen sink with this thing, man. It's like I said, that's why it's the Hold My Beer edition Lion-O. And man, he moves so well. In comparison, not to knock him or anything, because companies are always trying to innovate and improve. But this guy moves so much better than any other Motu figure. He has so much ab crunch. Look at that.
Wow. With the belt as well. So that's really
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Look at that.
One question I had: the tunic does not come off, right? Like you can put the cape on, you can put the coronation cape on, but so you see his bare shoulders, but
Correct.
the tunic itself doesn't come off.
Right? These tabs pop out.
Yeah.
And the cape clasps onto here.
Yeah.
So the actual armor does not come off, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, I don't need a bare-chested Lion-O. The edition could come in the future, but
you know what? There are a whole handful of episodes where they keep sleeping in the nude, so it's one of those things.
Naked cats from Exodus, but Lion-O wasn't in there because he was a child, so that would be child pornography. So
but no, he was
was he naked
in Thundercats the movie? Hey, he was naked in the very first Exodus, yes, except for the boots. He was wearing boots for whatever reason. Yeah. And then in Thundercats Ho the movie, there's a flashback when they're on Thundera trying to escape, and that's when we first see Bengali, Pumaira, and Linkso also trying to escape, and then they're rescued by the Burbles. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched the movie yet, but I'm pretty sure everybody here has watched.
We're spoiling you at this point. that's shameful, but yeah.
Alex Valdez, what's going on, my friend? How you doing tonight? Your Roboskull came in today. Congratulations, brother. That thing looks amazing.
That Roboskull is so cool, man.
It's sick. Clint Jorgensen, what's going on, my friend? I was supposed to make room for the Cats Lair. You better start. We got some updates. We're going to tell you all about them. Mr. Motu Comic, ahorrando para es Cats Lair.
He's saving up for the Cats Lair, but ahorrando qué? Because it's already like in the $1,600 range on the secondary market. You should have been saving last year. I don't know about ahorrando right now.
But mind you, now think about this though. Keep an eye out on the forums though. Keep an eye on the forums because no matter what, someone has to get rid of it. It always happens. So sometimes you get lucky. I know a whole bunch of people who
some people get desperate.
Yo, Joe C got the lair. Congratulations, brother. Got your Mondo Lion-O a few days ago. Jorge's basically saying it's top notch, so it's killing it. Torfacon, Mondo's killing the game. Absolutely. It's gonna be nuts when they do this with TMNT, dude. When they announced TMNT, I was like, this is nuts. TMNT is the gift that keeps on giving. Every company is going to touch TMNT. It's going to be ridiculous, man. From the Realm is going to do TMNT. I mean, like they're working on the license right now. Alex Valdez, is Mondo allowed to do 7-inch Thundercats? No, they're not. Not that we know of, anyway. Not that we know. That would go directly against Super7. So at this point, I don't believe so. Unless JP knows something I don't. He's keeping his mouth shut. Knights of Comics. Good night, guys. I love finding this channel. You too, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Adrian Sanchez, what's going on, brother? Is the lair being shipped out the first week of January? Hell, guys, we're going to get to that right now. We're going to talk about it right now. Knight of Comics, guys. I'm a very huge fan of Thundercats. How can I get you guys a copy of our release of Thundercats Apex? Thundercats Apex. You know what? You definitely have to get
Apex. One. Apex is that mystery character that was introduced in the regular comic line. You know what? It's kind of a shameful thing, but not. I have a buddy of mine that's really into comics. He collects toys as well, but he still does like the pick list and all that stuff. So he picks up Thundercats issues for me, but I don't see him very often. So I'm really backlogged. But fortunately, the folks at Dynamite have sent me digital review copies of some of the books. But I know Apex #1 just dropped this week. And I'm dying to read it because the character looks super cool. But yeah.
Knights of Comics, correct. We released a variant cover made by Rudy Owl. I think I think if you guys see it, you're gonna go nuts. Well, you know what, Knights of Comics, if you want to send something our way, reach out to us both on Instagram, and we'll be able to get you an address. I know JP always receives samples on his inbox, so definitely send us a PM on Instagram, Mega J Retro, Thundercats Classics. You should be able to reach us pretty easily.
Appreciate it, brother.
Absolutely, we appreciate you, brother.
And one thing I wanted to highlight, Jay, before
Sure,
we moved on to Super 7, is the both claw shields that come with Lion-O have actual articulation on the fingers.
that is amazing. I love
Like,
that.
not like major articulation, but I mean just the fact that they went out and put hinges on these, and they have a slight pivot.
Yeah, a little twist,
Right?
Yeah.
Both of them do it. The
That's
metal
amazing.
looking claw shield and the furry version. This is a timed edition exclusive. You only get it with the timed edition, and then this is the one that you'll get with the standard release.
But don't forget, you can actually still pick up the retail release on Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store.
Yes.
I have a link in the description below for which you can use to actually pick that up. It helps out the channel, guys. I really do appreciate it. And of course, Jorge JP is right. The furry version only comes with the timed edition. So hopefully everybody got theirs who wanted it. It's a great release, bar none. CB Hunts, I already have the room for my Cats Lair. I need it now. We'll get to it, brother. We're definitely going to let you know. Adrian Sanchez, I heard the Super 7 store will be carrying some Cats Lairs available. I don't know about that. JP, have you heard anything?
No, I don't. I've never heard anything about that. I mean,
but I wonder if he means retail. I wonder if he means retail stores.
I mean, that's possible. You know, if you're in San Francisco, they might have a few. But if you've seen this, like Jay and I have, it's massive.
It's massive.
You know, one of the things that Brian mentioned, he has like these monthly conversations with Beebs, originally from the Foosh, and you know, Brian mentioned that the reason we're not getting Cats Lair in December is because these things are so big that they had to send them in waves of containers because they couldn't get the full order on one container. So what Brian wants to do essentially is he's going to shuffle everything into a warehouse down the road from his store in San Francisco. And once everything is at the warehouse, then they're going to start shipping. He didn't want to have those scenarios where it's like, hey, Tommy got his Cats Lair 2 weeks before I did. And he doesn't want that kind of drama. He wants everybody to kind of get it at the same time. And I appreciate that. That's cool. In a way, because I know how big this thing is, I'm kind of grateful that I'm not getting it for Christmas because I'm still working in my office trying to clear things out. So it just gives me another 30 days to make space for this monstrosity, man.
Absolutely. Alex Valdez, Ancient Spirits of Evil will be the next big set. You know what? That will be massive. That'll be pretty big in itself, man. That thing would be huge. Adrian
Castle Plundar would be like,
yes, Castle Plundar would be ridiculous. I called Super 7 stores and in San Diego and San Francisco, and they said they will have a couple to sell, but no delivery, just in store. That's fascinating.
That's awesome. Makes sense.
I don't, but you know what, JP? I don't think they could hold more than 5. Those things are huge.
Yeah, I mean,
like they're massive.
Have we gotten the dimensions of the boxes? Because we did see the box art, which took them forever to show us the freaking box art, which it doesn't even look final to me. It looked like a digital render mock-up kind of thing. But I'm curious as to what the dimensions of those 2 boxes are, because it'll give people a better idea of how big this thing is. You know, obviously the Thunder Tank box was massive. So the Cats Lair's boxes have to be bigger than the Thunder Tank box and then some, you know?
Yeah, don't I know it? That's It is going to be absolutely ridiculous how big those things are. It's just absolutely. I can't even think about it. They as you and I talked about it like weeks ago. Those things are huge. Those things are absolutely monstrous. Like they're look at these things. Look at these. They're huge. They're absolutely huge. And there's two of them too. That's the craziest thing about it. You know what I mean?
How do you think it's being broken down, Jay? I feel like because one box is it's significantly smaller.
Yeah.
I feel the smaller box is going to house the paws.
Yeah, that's
And then
exactly the
the
way I
other
think.
box is going to house the main.
Yeah, it's
palette.
so the way Snake Mountain was, and Snake Mountain was a gigantic box. It was all closed in like a clam, like the clamshell, right? So it was completely closed in, and they were able to, and they took the spire. You had to actually assemble the spire yourself. So the very top of the box was actually inside of the Snake Mountain. I think you're absolutely right, because we saw how big the paws were. The paws were gigantic. I think you're right, JP. I think that the entire mountain, along with the Cat's Lair and the head, will probably be in the box. And everything, the paws and all the accessories, the table, the chairs, the two guns, the holder for the Sword of Omens, all of that accessory stuff, all that stuff is going to be in the other box, like inside the paws. Because the paws
another thing that's weird, really weird. I mean, I don't know. It almost feels kind of odd that the lack of updates that we got on Cats Lair, right? Like it funded and then it just kind of disappeared from socials. All we knew was that it was in production. And then we were like, we had to pull teeth to get this image, right?
Yep.
But they've never shown the final Tigra's lab, because it was shown in an unpainted prototype form at PowerCon, but nobody has seen that thing painted, or like what the final piece is going to look like, And I'm thinking it's just such a high-priced item, such a sought-after item, right? Why would you not show collectors the full thing that they're going to receive? Like the only thing I've heard is that the final item is actually bigger, slightly bigger than what we saw at PowerCon.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's not usually normally the way. Normally it shrinks. Like Snake Mountain shrunk by about 6%. So usually it's smaller, not bigger. That's usually the way that works. Adrian, I'm glad and happy I funded 2. Wow, he got 2. Have a good night, guys. Can't wait for my email, which says your item is shipped. Dude, we're waiting for that too, brother. We're totally waiting for that.
Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you, brother. But yeah, if it's bigger, that's nuts. I mean, like a lot of us are planning on what dimensions they told us, not what dimensions are going to actually be in the box. That's going to be insane. Yo, Joe C, I'll keep mine in the box and use it as a table. You can. The box is going to be pretty much that big. Alex Valdez, do we know the box dimensions or measurements? We're trying to figure that out ourselves, brother. We're trying to figure out. I can measure the Cats. The Snake Mountain box and let you know how big that is. At least I can tell you that. But I'm going to show you a picture of that box that Brian Flynn was holding when he first showcased it, and it'll give you an idea, just an idea of what it's actually going to be. Fellow attorney Oregon, IOL. Jay, remember what I told you a year ago? I can go into the city and get one if you want it early. You're just saying that the store is in the Mission, so kind of safe from the city of San Francisco. Well, brother, let me tell you, just like a few other people who have been asking, I'm really hoping that a little bit of a sob story here, just side story here. I'm hoping that they re-release Wily Kit and Wily Cat, because my Wily Kit was one of those that did not make it. There was some sort of shipping problem that was happening for multiple retailers, and the retailer that I ordered from, their shipment was lost. So I did not get a Wily Kit. I have one Wily Cat, and the crazy thing is I ordered 2 Wily Kits because I knew this was going to happen, and both of them were lost. So I'm still looking for a Wily Kit, and I hope that somebody in San Francisco or in San Diego, if anybody's out there who's actually and they pass by the Super7 store and they happen to see a Wily Kit, please grab it for me. I'm happy to pay for it. I just need.
You know who hooked me up with Wily Kit? I was so thankful. Sergio,
I asked Serge. He said.
he
He said. Yeah.
he
He
went
said.
to Super 7 store and there was one, and he sent me a picture, and he's like, "I got it for you." But that was like when they first came
I
out,
know. I know.
because I got Wiley Kit, but for some reason when I was swapping the heads, the entire bottom portion of the neck
Yeah.
cracked.
Oh no.
Like the plastic that they used on her
Yeah.
was very
Brittle.
fragile,
Yeah.
and
Brittle.
it snapped.
That's crazy, brother.
So I have her head sitting on there, but if you look at it from an angle, it looks like somebody took a sword out of her neck. It's
I'm
wild.
looking for like if Sergio can grab one for me. I asked him nicely. He said he's going to try if it comes back in stock, but there's no guarantees at this point. But if anybody's in the San Francisco or San Diego area and you happen to see one while you walk in there, I would be massively grateful if somebody could pick one up for me. I'm still trying. Like I'm looking at spending a little bit more money now just to pick one up. It's going to be crazy. Adrian, yep. Good night, Adrian. Always great to see you, brother. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Take care.
2 boxes. Yes, there will be 2 boxes. Felon attorney, CB. I think I missed what y'all said. So it's shipping in January. We're going to go through the entire shipping list right now, brother. We're going to get to that right now. John Rapalewski, what about the early bid, the early bird? I don't know. I don't know how they're going to handle that. I don't know if those are going to go out first. I don't know if all the keys are going to arrive first and then they're going to be shipped first.
That's a good question. I don't think they're going to put that in the box. So
No,
I wonder if they're going to. They're definitely probably going to send that as a separate shipment to those who got it. But that's a good question for Brian. If I can get to speak to him soon.
Did you do the early bird, JP?
I did. Yeah.
So definitely it's a question you can ask. Alex Valdez, the ARC spaceship would have been nice, but it's not likely going to happen. Oh man. Which ARC are you talking about though? Are you talking about the Thundercats ARC, the one that they used to build Cats Lair?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. That's much. But here's the problem with that. That is a deep cut, and much like the mothership, I think you'd have to be you'd have to be me and Jorge in order to even think about that ship, because we're probably the only two. The both of us and you are probably the only two who even know that the Ark was called the Ark because of Exodus, right? It was a whole biblical reference thing. It was because whenever somebody says the Ark, everyone immediately thinks of Transformers. You know what I mean? That's usually how that goes. But as Thundercats fans, if you say, "Oh yeah, the Thundercats Ark," it'll take us a second, but we're like, "Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about." It became the Thunder Tank. It became the Cats Lair. It became the Feliner. It became anything that's made of Thunderian metal was made from the Ark. Okay, the Burbals salvaged everything. It's in a little like yard in their backyard. It's in a scrapyard in the back of the Burble village. Jivasaurus, I'm wondering what the Vecna figure, if there will be a Strad. You're getting into Dungeons and Dragons now, I think. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with Vecna. I don't even know what the actually. We did not talk about an update for that. We only know about Silverhawks and Thundercats for this update, right? So
yeah.
Sorry about that, Jivasaurus. I don't know. Fellow attorney Oregon. I will be in the city in a couple of weeks. I'll let you know, dude. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. CB Hunts. We're gonna have to move on, guys, because I really want to get to the list. CB. Both Wildcat and Wildcat cannot stand very good on their own on the boards. I don't care. I just want them. I just need. I know they just have
Super7 strikes again.
I know. Pretty much. I will ask my brother. He lives in San Diego too. Thank you, bro. I really do appreciate it. Mother Slug is in the house. What's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? And just so you know, the whole first half of that episode was comic books. So I know what you're trying to do, dude. I know what you're trying to do, but it's not going to work. Someone, I thought it was going to be shipped in December. No, we all believed it was. We thought it was going to be shipped in October. We thought so many things, but. Jeeves Osiris. How do you can you pronounce that?
Jeeves Osiris.
Jeeves Osiris. My apologies. I was I was around there, but I wasn't there. I think Vecna could start the whole line of D&D. If so, please take my money. Again, he looks amazing. I think Jorge's doing a very similar technique with the really small arms. So I would love to see Vecna. You know what I mean? He looks incredible. But I guess we'll find out soon. Yojo C, I made a custom stand so they won't fall off the boards. Dude, you are a master. You know what you're doing. All right. We're gonna go. We're gonna do this now, guys. We're gonna do this. No more interruptions. Thank you guys for being here and sharing this moment with us, because this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Everybody, this is the reason why we're here. Let's do this, JP. Let's talk about this finally. These boxes are glorious, though, don't you think? They're just absolutely incredible, guys. You can see this and all these amazing pictures on Thundercats Classics. Definitely give Thundercats Classics a like and a follow. They, of course, are your number one source for Thundercats news on Instagram. They're just covering absolutely everything. Broke some of the few. This is JP just going shopping. You know what I mean? So crazy stuff. I actually found one of those and I did not pick it up. I can't freaking believe it.
Really?
Yeah. And of course, don't forget about From the Realm and our good friend Badass Reviews on Instagram. All right, guys, let's do this. Earlier today, our good friends over at Thundercats Classics dropped this amazing list. And let's go ahead and talk about this, JP. Here we go. So, starting with Wave 6. No, wait, where are we? Yeah, Wave 6. No, I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, starting with the Thundercats Ultimates Wave 10. So Thundercats Ultimates Wave 10, Mumra the Dream Master. So that's the translucent edition of Mumra. Thundercats Ultimates Quick Pick, which I think is going to be a super rare figure. What are your thoughts, JP? I think he's going to be super, super rare.
It's interesting because he sold out rather quickly. And then he popped up again for pre-order, I want to say a few months ago. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. I don't know if maybe they reallocated someone else's cancels and they told Big Bad Toy Story, hey, we got some cancels. You want to pick up this stock. But Big Bad put up Dream Master again. They put up Quick Pick. Snarfer never sold out. But I think the Young Lion-O did sell out. So it'll be interesting, definitely, as you're mentioning now with Wily Kid and Wily Cat, a lot of people got very confident with the surplus numbers of inventory on previous waves. And Brian kept warning people, if you don't pre-order, you might miss out. And that's what happened with Wily Kid and Wily Cat. They only produced enough to fulfill orders,
Absolutely. And again, the economy that's going on right now with toys is an interesting one. So, guys, if there are figures you absolutely want, you should definitely consider pre-ordering them whenever they're available. So, the Thundercats Ultimates Dream Master, Quick Pick, Snarfer, and Young Lion-O, this entire set right here, this is going to be shipping on January of 2025. So these will not make it in time for Christmas, unfortunately, guys. And that does also include the Super Bonus Pack, which was only available at super7.com. The next round of... we'll get to that in a second. The next round is Thundercats Ultimates. Thundercats Ultimates Wave 11. This was another highly anticipated line of figures because, again, the Lunatics are starting to fill the ranks, JP.
Yeah.
What are we up to now? Who do we have? We have Chilla.
We're only missing Tug Mug and Red Eye.
That's right. So we already have Chilla.
Alluro.
Who else? We have Chilla. We have Amok, right? Chilla.
Alluro is out.
Alluro. That's right. Alluro. Right. So and then the only ones left that she said are Red Eye and Tugmug, right? That's pretty much it.
Right, because we're getting Luna and Amok in Wave 11.
That's right. So right here, as was alluded to, this particular wave number 11, Thundercats Ultimates Wave 11, Luna, Amok, which are gigantic, by the way, they're huge.
Yeah.
Claudus, Robert Bill, and the Thunderian Guard. This line, Wave 11, will be shipping February of 2025. Wow, that's not too long away. That's not too far, but we are
No.
about. It'll be the second month of 2025. Notwithstanding certain delays that might happen along the way, we're just gonna put that caveat out there, just in case, JP, just in case. But this is a very handsome line. I really like this. Was Claudius released in the original line? I don't think he was.
No, he wasn't. Neither was the Thunderian Guard.
Yes, correct. I think we had a ton of burbles though.
Neither was. This is like three never released first. Luna, Amok, Thunderian Guard, and Claudius never made as a toy.
Wow. No, that's true. Was Amok? Amok was never made as a toy either, because obviously
they never made Lunatics.
Wow.
As action figures.
Wow.
They never made the cut.
So other than Robert Bill, who arguably it was just a generic burble, wasn't it? Did they have generic burbles back then?
I don't think they had generic burbles.
That's what I mean. They never actually had named burbles, right?
No, I don't think so.
So this entire line is unique, right? This is an entire brand new wave of figures. Absolutely crazy. So February 2025 for Thunderian Guard, Robert Bill, Claudius, Luna, and Amok. Incredible. And then we have Silverhawks Wave 5. So we have the Copper Kid Speed Racer, the Copper Kid alone, and the Speed Race. So it's basically either you could have had them separately or together. That will be shipping on mid-December. So actually, that one might actually reach people's doors. Copper Kid Ultimates. Do you expect this to be on time? Do you expect to have this before Christmas, or do you think it'll take a little bit longer than that?
No, mid-December, absolutely not. If that means shipping mid-December, and it's interesting because I wonder if their ship means shipping to a customer or hitting the water.
There's an interesting.
But I feel like it's shipping to customers, because I remember they sent a mailer to customers. I didn't pre-order this directly from them, but they did send a mailer that he was shipping. Copper Kid was shipping. So I think he might be right on time schedule.
All right. Well, fingers crossed for that, because obviously a lot of people would like to finish out the core Silverhawks for sure. So that would be awesome. We'll get to speculation time in a little bit, but now we go on to the Silverhawks Wave 6. So even though it says mid-December 2024, JP doesn't really have much faith in that, but we'll see. We'll see if it actually reaches anybody. Silverhawks Ultimates Wave 6, the Vac Metal Bluegrass toy versions of Windhammer and Molecular, and of course Steel Will. This one is due to ship out in May of 2025. That's quite a ways away. That's like half a year away.
Yeah.
Not surprising though. Not really surprising anyway. Very excited for these two though. The Bluegrass is one of my all-time favorite Silverhawks, and I love his particular shade of silver. It's this off teal, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So after having the other two in hand, I'm keeping them in the box for now, because I need to buy some really good gloves, because they are just too nice to not put on display. What would you say about the Vac Metal Silverhawks so far, JP?
I think honestly, for me, just because knowing how fragile they are and stuff, I'm probably just gonna rock them in the box. I don't think I'm gonna display them at all. Just gonna keep them in the box and open my cartoon ones. I'm so tempted to leave in the box because of just how fragile they are. Just like you said, I'm not gonna swap the arms ever, but
I think they do deserve to breathe. You know what I mean? If I get another opportunity to pick up a second set at a cheaper price, which is impossible, or if somehow I get another like maybe somebody wants to get rid of theirs or whatever, I think I might pick up another set because they look so good, JP. They just look so good. So I don't know. I'm torn. I'm kind of torn with that. Man, it's pretty crazy. What are your thoughts though? Like when you look at them, did they make like? I think the face is still kind of disappointing just a little bit. What are your thoughts about their overall paint application?
Man, to be honest with you, like the quality with Super 7 is so hit and miss. Like I'm looking at my cartoon bluegrass right now, and honestly, when I received them, I didn't think there could be a better figure of bluegrass done. They did such an awesome job with the way they did the paints, where it's kind of like semi-reflective, and all the different expressions that were painted very well. At that time we had no idea that we were going to get vac metal. So now it's like, oh wait, we have vac metal now. So it's like, do I want to buy these figures again just because they're vac metal? Because they're pricey, you know what I mean? And I want to say that the vac metal versions are pricier. I think they have a vac metal surcharge or something like that. I could have sworn Quicksilver was 65 instead of 55.
Yeah, there's about another $10 on top.
Yeah. So we're getting like a vac metal surcharge. And man, it's unfortunately with Super 7, we don't really get our bang for our buck. My Quicksilver.
You got to tell it how it is, JP. You got to tell it how it is, man.
Yeah, my Quicksilver's fallen off the shelf 3 times. He broke his ankle. I had to crazy glue his ankle.
Oh,
man. It's just like, I don't get it, man. I don't know.
You can probably pick them up cheap now, though. I think there are places where you can find them that are not too expensive.
Well, I got Quicksilver on clearance from Big Bad Toy Store for like $20, but he's gone now. But it's just like, it shouldn't be that way. They were $55. There's a lot of people that paid $60 when all is said and done with taxes or shipping, whatever. And these things are so frail and they break. They come apart and stuff.
Yeah, and it's worse here in Canada because by the time they get here, the cold weather, depending on what it is, it can really affect the paint and everything. So I know what you're saying. But let's get on to the final release that I've been holding out on everybody. So guys, the Thundercats LED Light Up Eyes Lion-O and the Mumra LED Light Up Eyes Mumra will be shipping in February of 2025, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I think it's because they have extra parts. Obviously they have the LED lights, and I guess batteries are concerned or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I suppose February is not too bad. Did you go on these guys, JP?
I did because cleverly Super7 slipped these out before they made any mention of.
I know the
retail releases, but now that I look at it closely, for example, you can see Lion-O's sword seems to be vac metal,
and but there's also something else about it. There's also a little, it's got a half open eye.
It's got the eye of Thundera,
but it's got a half open eye. Like it's somewhat revealing. That's actually pretty unique.
Yeah,
and that's actually a really good.
The sword is vac metal.
Yeah,
whereas the sword that we got with the deluxe offering barely has any paint on it.
I know, it's pretty cheap. I was actually very disappointed with that.
I also see the claw shield hanging from his belt. So
I have no faith in that. I've got no faith. I have no faith whatsoever in that. If they can fix it, great. If they can't, I have very little faith right now.
Let me ask you this, Jay. For a variant from Mondo, would you like to see light up eyes on Lion-O, or would glow in the dark be okay?
So here's the thing. For what we pay for Mondo, I'm okay with the paint, because to add that functionality, it's going to cost another $50, and I just can't. I really can't. I mean, like, I love Lion-O. I love the line, but I am, as a lot of people know, I'm so deep into Master Universe on Mondo. Like, and that's saying a lot because I did not start collecting with the original Mondo versions. I only collected the more recent ones. I
Yeah.
was lucky enough. I'm still looking for a Man at Arms, because I've missed out on Man at Arms. But everything else, they've updated a lot of their sculpts. I'm looking for a Merman too because I think he's the only other one that sort of is really missing. But
Yeah.
outside of that, I have a lot of Motu, right? So I'm deep into that, and I don't need another $50 tacked on for a gimmick which I won't really use much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really gonna do it. I'm not really gonna, like. As a kid, it was such a great thing, right? But you lost the decoder ring. You know what I mean? It like, I still have mine. I don't know how I kept it, but for the most part, you can lose them like that. It's such an easy accessory to lose, right? And for Mondo, I can do without it. And here's the other thing: if it really comes down to it, I know that there are a lot of customizers out there like Hordak MX who are probably going to come and do something like that. So if you really want to see that, just ask your local customizer to figure something out, and they'll be able to figure it out. So it will be available in some form. And then the question that everyone is really asking: when is the damn Cats Lair going to start shipping? Well, guys, we have some good news and we have some bad news for you. The bad news, of course, is it's not going to happen in January. Sorry, it's not going to happen in December. We're not going to see any of these things for Christmas. It's not going to happen unless Thundercats Classics gets his early, which is very possible. Then we can get a full review. I'm hitting a target on JP's head here. But the ship date is somewhere, and that's why they put ship window, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed that. It's not ship date, it's called ship window. The ship window is January of 2025 for people to begin.
That could be early, mid, or end of.
Yeah. So there are no guarantees. There's no absolutely Brian promises January everyone's gonna get no. It's my and you know what? I'm gonna be realistic about this, JP. I'm gonna be very realistic about this. I have a very sneaking suspicion, and there's nothing against Super7 on this. Shipping right now across the world is absolutely horrendous. There are major problems going on everywhere. There's a postal strike up here in Canada. We're not getting any mail. You know what I mean? So this is obviously going to be shipped by UPS or DHL or whoever they use, right? But the reality is, I've waited this long. I can wait another month. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be the one to throw cold water on everybody. I expect this to be anywhere between January and April. I think a 3-month
April
window is more realistic, because here's the other thing about this, and I really want to be clear on this, guys. I really want to be clear on this. Other than review copies and the things that go out early, I'll be perfect. I full screen for a reason. Here's the thing. Do you really want to rush this and get either a damaged box or maybe even a damaged Cats Lair, or do you want them to take their time? Make sure everybody gets their play sets, because logistics seem to happen. People seem to misplace things. Sorry, I'm allergic to something. Things happen, man. Things happen, and these are not. You can't reprint these, which is the problem that NECA's having right now. I'm just going to say it right now. NECA's having a problem right now because that logistic problem is really upsetting a lot of people. And the real reason is because they're not going to reprint Donnie's Lair because it's so freaking expensive. It's so big. It's so hard to make. So they're not going to reprint them. It's not going to happen. So, God, I really feel bad for everybody who did not get their Donnie's Lair, their Donnie's Lab, because that's going to be a sore point for NECA going forward. And the way NECA's, I'm not gonna shy away from this. The way NECA's handled this is terrible. They really need to rethink how to go about this. Myself, Hatter, Geek Dead Life, we're all a lot of us are on the same boat on this. I'm not going to speak for JP. I'm not going to speak for the Baddest Reviews, but my opinion right now is NECA has to do right by the fans. They got to figure something out. Maybe, you know, in my opinion, they should put Donnie's Lair back up for sale again and see if they can get another run out of this, right? Because I'm pretty sure now with all this, everything surrounding it, people really want that Donnie's Lair. There are people who already are owed the Donnie's Lair and need to get it back. And then there are people who really still want it because, you know what, it turned out to be a great lab altogether anyway. And it would be a damn shame if Super7 rushed out the delivery for these things and the same thing happened to them. That would be an absolute tragedy because Super7 would not survive that. That is absolutely 100%. You know, they would not survive that. So they have to be deliberate. They have to be careful, and they have to do this right. So if I'm going to wait an extra 2 months from my lair, I've already waited 1.5 years. I'm okay to wait another month or two. But not much further beyond that, JP.
No.
Not much further beyond 2 extra months.
I'd like to get mine in at least by March because
2 months is going to be where, like, I'll be right there at 2 months. I'll be like, what the
at least I'd like to get it by my birthday. So
100%. So, guys, if you're just joining us right now, we have the updates for the shipments for next year and this year. So, just really recapping it very quickly. Thundercats Wave 10, which is the Dream Master, Mumra, Kid Lion-O, Snarfer, and Quick Pick. That will be shipping on January 2025. The Glow in the Dark Lion-O, I got to be careful with this. LED Light Lion-O and LED Light Mumra will be shipping on, and the Cats Lair. The Light Up Eyes set will be shipping in February 2025. And the Thundercats Ultimates Cats Lair, the window is January 2025, but I expect easily March, possibly into April for that as well, just to give everybody, throw some cold water on that one. The Claudus, Thunderian Guard, Rober Bill, and Luna and Amok, they'll be shipping in February 2025. The Copper Kid, along with his speeder, the Space Racer, they will be shipping. That's the earliest expected release to be shipping in mid-December. JP says forget that idea. But anyway, mid-December for that. And the VAC metal versions of Bluegrass, Steel Will, toy versions of Windhammer and Molecular ought to ship in May of 2025. This is the farthest window, almost 6 months away. But everything else is within the next 2 or 3 months. So, guys, a lot to expect, a lot to hope for. A bit of a Merry Christmas. No matter what, it's a Merry Christmas at the end of the day. There was a lot of Good Friday. Good Friday. There were a lot of Black Friday sales. There were a lot of Cyber Monday sales. A lot of things happened this year to be grateful for. And you know what, JP? It could be a lot worse. There are a lot of people around the world who are in a lot worse shape than we are, man. So you know what?
Hey, aside from the delays, you know, just to sprinkle some good information, Mondo got our Lion-O out just in time for the holidays.
That's a Merry Christmas to me.
This was supposed to ship in January, so this was a very, very welcome holiday surprise for sure.
Absolutely. 100%. Thundercats fans rejoice. Mondo Lion-O.
Yours, man. You're gonna love this thing.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be a freaking amazing. Oregon IRL, fellow Tony. Hit the like button, guys. Thank you, my friend. Anyway, gotta run, Jay. Have a great night up there. You too, my friend. Good journey, and we'll see you soon, brother. Yojo C, hit that like button, thumbs up, Jay. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Jeevo Cyrus. I think Safari Joe is now. Yes, Safari freaking Joe, man. We need the mule though. Did the mule ever get released? I don't think he did. Right? The mule is the yeah. So that's got to be like a 2-pack, like Amok and Luna. It's got to come in more of a deluxe pack on that one, right?
Do you think they'll go that route?
I hope so. Because do you think they'd sell the mule by himself? I don't think they would. It doesn't make sense. I don't think a lot of people will not understand.
All I can say is they gave us the snowman and no snowmeow. So,
but that's a little bit more understandable, right? Because snowmeow, that's a big build, just like Amok, right? But with Amok, you can get away with it because Luna is so small, right? Whereas Snowman is like, he's gigantic, he's huge, right? So you really can't sell that 2-pack unless it's a deluxe pack, right? And that one I do. But you're right, we need Snow Meow. Like, that's ridiculous. We absolutely 100% need Snow Meow. But Safari Joe, if he doesn't come with a mule, I think that would just piss a lot of people off. It's not. You need the mule. Alex Valdez, there were 3 burbles made. Oh, there were, but were they named burbles? You know, did LJN actually make named burbles? Like, was one Robert Bill? Was one Robert Bell? And who was the last one? Like Robert Dude? I don't know. You know what? Head over to Thundercats Classics. They'll have the answer over there. Throwing JP under the bus. We need the Mirage. We do. And you know what? Oh God, I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden. Oh God, help me out here, JP. Brian has pretty much admitted that it's coming, but he's got to get all the other things out of the way first before he gets to that. It's probably gonna. What do you think, though, JP? I'm thinking crowdfund. I'm thinking crowdfund for the Mirage.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Cats Lair.
It's gigantic. Yeah. No, not Cats. Not really Cats. It's gonna be like, so it's actually more akin to the Thunder Tank, but I don't think
I mean like Cats Lair in the sense of how it's gonna be rolled out.
Yeah,
you know, the Thunder Tank was not a crowdfund, but Cats Lair was. The Mirage will have to be.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference, and the reason I think that, and I think you're right. The Thunder Tank is so iconic, and I think no one believed that the Thunder, no one, even myself, I don't think anybody believed that the Cats Lair was possible. I honestly don't. I was like, oh, they're releasing the Thunder Tank at that size.
I didn't.
I have to get it because they're not going to release. That was my thinking. They're not going to release the Cats Lair now. As soon as I saw the size of the Thunder Tank, what it could do, I was like, all right, that's it. I got to get the Thunder Tank because they're not going to release the Cats Lair. And then boom, they did it, man. I can't believe they did it. But the Mirage is a different beast because it transforms. B, it splits. So there's a transforming component. There's a separation component, right? And then there's an accessories component because there are actually a bunch of accessories you can theoretically use. Like there's the electricity beam that goes between the two pieces to cloak the Mirage. There's arguably you could say there's an eject mechanism, which I don't think there will be, but there could be theoretically an eject mechanism. The canopies do have to open, right? Or, which would be sick, but I don't think they do it. They could retract. That would be awesome if they retracted, right? Anyway, I'm going to get ahead of myself. But basically, I think that you are 100% right, JP. I think it's going to be a crowdsource. I think it's going to be, and I think it's going to be a pretty penny. I think it's going to be more expensive than the Thunder Tank.
Yeah,
I think for sure more expensive than Thunder Tank. Mother Slug, Copper Kid, my only favorite character from the line. The name is great. He's awesome. The only one who really couldn't, and I never understood why they called him the kid spoke. I mean, he did the whistling thing, but he spoke. What kind of mime speaks? I don't understand. I've never understood that whole reference. Spiro Toys in the house. What's going on?
What's up,
Jason?
Jason?
How you doing, brother? I need to pick up those back metal versions, dude. Get on it now. They're pretty much gone. Whoever you buy them from, make sure you get good ones because they are crazy.
Ryan mentioned that he was surprised that the back metal versions didn't sell as well. And I'm not surprised because people had already bought the animated versions, so it's like it was kind of a slap in the face in a way, He should have just held off and released the back metal.
I'm on board with you 100%. I think it was poor judgment to first of all to hold off, but secondly to even sort of hint. And he didn't even hint. He actually said straight out, it's not possible. When he did that, there was a lot of lost faith. He lost a lot of faith in the fans. And when it actually happened, I think a lot of them were just like, no, screw this. I already got my Silverhawks. I don't need another set. But, I think that obviously there's enough interest at least to finish the line, at least the original 5, right? I think that's what he's planning on doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if Hot Wings is going to happen. I don't know if any of the rest of them are going to happen, but I guess we'll see, right? We'll have to see. Mother Slug, Silverhawks should have been canceled. Silverhawks should have been called Element Hawks, given only one character is actually silver. Funny you should mention that. There's another line coming out by another company entirely, so we'll have more information on that a little later. But that's funny. Obviously, the only one silver is Quicksilver. Everybody else is cobalt and copper and magnesium. Yeah, I know what you're saying. So, and chrome, really. Chrome is the only other one, right? But there's you're right. They're
Element Hawks.
That's so cool. I like that. You should copyright that one. That was actually really good. Assumable required for some figures. Glue not included. That sucks. Toy Addicts gluing legs on. I know it really does. It really does. But these are the nature of toys, man. Toys themselves are not. I mean, you know what? Okay, so toys tumble. They do, and I am really, really sad because the prototype for Flipmore lost his leg, and I got to glue this back together myself.
Hey, you saw mine too. You got a broken leg,
dude. This when you're a toy collector, this is the norm. This is actually normal. You know what I mean? How many old toys do you have that actually have missing parts? Pretty much every freaking Master Universe figure is missing legs. I mean, that's basically it. It's part of the job. It's a job description. Titanium Hanger. What is next? What is the next wave of G.I. Joe Ultimates?
I think they're done with Ultimates. I feel, and this is just my hunch, I think G.I. Joe Ultimates is done. And it almost seems like Hasbro is picking up the Sunbow because there's two things they've revealed. They revealed the Sunbow Snake Eyes that comes with the polar bear, and they revealed the cover girl that's a Sunbow design. So I think Hasbro said, hey, you guys had your chance. It didn't work out. We're going to do Sunbow now.
I don't think you're wrong about them moving into a cartoon edition, but I think that the Sunbow design, which they still haven't technically done, they're looking into more cartoon design. I think what's probably going to happen now is because Super7 is moving into O-ring territory now, right? That's what they're actually planning. I think they are probably going to do another wave of Sunbow, but I think it's on thin ice. I think that if this next wave doesn't do particularly well, I think you're right. It's probably going to fade into existence. But I think we're going to see Sergeant Slaughter, and I think we're probably going to. And you don't have to quote me on this, but I think we're probably going to see Cobra Law. At the very least, we're going to see Nemesis Enforcer, because those two, Sergeant Slaughter and Nemesis Enforcer. Okay, actually, I'm going to go out on a limb right now. I think you're going to see at least 3 more characters: Sergeant Slaughter, Nemesis Enforcer, and Serpentor. I think you're absolutely going to see those 3. It's in some sort of Sunbow incarnation, and maybe someone like General Hawk, or possibly. I'm really splitting hairs here because there's so many good characters. Regardless,
Bazooka would be a good one.
Bazooka would be a good one. Lifeline would still be a good one. Same thing with there's just so many really cool characters out there. But I'm pretty sure we're still going to get at least one more wave. I think they're trying to lock down Sergeant Slaughter. If they can get Sergeant Slaughter to sign on, I think we're going to get a Sergeant Slaughter. And if Sergeant Slaughter signs on, you're going to get a Serpentor. And if Serpentor is in there, then you're gonna that's a window into Cobra Law. So I think that's how they're going to continue it. Yeah, but that I think is the only way forward. They will just show up as a surprise here. 4 more characters. I know, pretty much, right? Pretty much. That's and I know why Mike is being a little, what do they call it, salty. He's a big fan of the Sunbow cartoons, so I think he really wants those. Mother Slug, a few weeks ago, found the super rare Thundercats comic book number 0 with a foil cover etched in 24 karat gold. I've been talking to others comic sites about it, and they say that only 100 were made. Congratulations,
wow,
Mother Slug. Was that the IDW one, or not IDW?
That's Dynamite Comics.
Either that or the Mirage. I think Mirage was doing it at one point. Is that the one you're talking about? Because that's incredible. Congratulations, brother. I wonder if that was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive or something. I wonder if that's how that worked. It would have been a New York Comic-Con or San Diego Comic-Con exclusive thing. So, did you pick it up though? No, you did. He bought it.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, Mother Slug. That's crazy. Yo, Josie, will they make a different VAC copper? Yes, I believe that is the plan. If they've gone this far, they only need the copper kid. He's the only one left for the original 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and that as soon as that happens, though, I can walk away from Silverhawks at that point. The only thing I need is the Mirage. There are only so many more freaks that can really show up. Mr. Motu, I'm vote for the Ice King. The Ice King.
As in Thundercats, yeah.
I know. I'm trying. I remember
he was made of ice. He had a crown and a beard.
Yes. Oh God, he was he was nightmarish. I remember. Yeah, I remember that episode. It took me a second, but I remember. Oh wow. He's a deep cut. I don't know. I mean, they did quick pick, but that's a really deep cut. I think he's probably going to be right at the tail end of the line, if any. You know what they should do, Super 7? They should do a fan's choice. I think it would really help them, because then you could see a basic idea of how many you're going to sell. I know it's inconclusive a lot of ways, but at least you'll have a better idea. I don't know. That's my and you know what? You put up the 5 characters, you have a gauge as to which one is going to be more or less popular to buy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I don't know. I think I'm going to suggest that to Brian. You should suggest that to Brian. Because then we'll get some more input. Alex, with that is a brown, blue, and a pink. What? Do you know what he's talking about?
Brown, blue, and pink. Not sure.
Alex, what is he talking
about? He's talking about the bear bills.
Oh, yes. Okay, there
brown,
you go.
A blue, and a pink one.
Okay, so was it thematically? Thematically, it was Robert Bill, Robert Bell, and a generic verbal. Okay, cool. Now we got it. Thank you, Alex. The timescales. What's going on, Grego? Greetings from San Francisco. Grego, if you ever pass by a Super 7 and you happen to see a Thundercat called Wily Kit, would you mind just picking it up for me, Grego? I would appreciate it, bro. Guys, check out the timescales on YouTube. Wonderful chats about Doctor Who. Great stuff. And, of course, science fiction. Good to see you, timescales. Titanium Hanger, VAC Metal, Wave 1 on pre-order again at BBTS. Oh, shoot. Guys, if any Titanium Hanger, Mike just informed us. Jason, pre-order it now, man. If it's on pre-order, you don't pay until it ships. Go get Quicksilver and go get Steel Heart. Heart.
$64.99.
You gotta get them. Go. Now. If it drops in price, I'll pick up another one. Alex Valdez, Hasbro should do their own version of RoboSkull Super 7 as well. I don't think they have the license. I don't think they'd have to get the license. I mean, RoboSkull's doing its own thing right now. That's its own property right now. So, Alex, I think the one that's outright. If you're saying you want a 6-inch version, I believe RoboSkull has plans to do 6-inch. So just stay tuned. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised come the next year. That's not. I have no inside information. I'm saying I'll probably be surprised. Mother Slug, I don't know anything. I found the other day at a local Walmart that Joe Mindbender on that G.I. Joe Mindbender on card. I can say that I own Mindbender. Are you talking about reaction, or are you talking about Super 7? Super 7 hasn't done a Mindbender. I like. Oh, you're talking about the classic version.
Talking about the retro card.
It's already out? That's cool. I did not even know that. All right, congratulations, bro. Congratulations. That's great. Yes, the Burbles. Thank you, brother. And M Rider 777. I have the Chrome Silverhawk. I can't take him out of the box. Too scared. And I think that's what Jorge's thinking the exact same thing. We're all too scared.
Pre-orders are live now, but it says shipping December. So
that's fine. If
you want it, you got to lock it in now.
Yeah, because it's gonna go out of stock really, really quickly. Last comment before we start winding down, guys. Mother Slug, not sure at the moment what the comic book is made of. I only took it out to the hard plastic cover one time, and looking, you can tell as a font and black and back cover, it has no markings on it. Congratulations, brother. Hold on to that one because it's probably going to be the one that really rises in price. JP, what a revelation! Huge shout out to Thundercats Classics for posting that amazing information, and of course, huge shout out to JP for showcasing his amazing Lion-O and giving us those wonderful little details that we didn't know already. JP, how can people reach you, and what are you working on, my friend?
Well, as always, Thundercats Classics, Toy Addict 26, and of course now from _the realm. Big things coming from the realm. Remember, guys, our drop is tomorrow at noon Eastern time. We're going to be doing 2 different colorways. We've got the original shirt that you've seen me and Carlos wearing. It's got the logo in blue. And then we've also got a Bloodlust edition red version of the t-shirt. These are pre-orders. Once we have closed the pre-order window, we will then send it out to the printers and get these shirts made and send them out to you guys as quickly as possible. We expect the pre-orders to close approximately 30 days from the order. So it'll be approximately January 13th to 15th, give or take, depending if we want to give it an extra couple days. But yeah, if you're excited about From the Realm, definitely, buy yourself a shirt, wear proudly, and support the line, because we've got some awesome stuff in store. And Kickstarter should be launching end of March next year. So, just keep it locked on From the Realm. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we also have a website which we're currently updating at this time.
And what about Thundercats Classics? How can people reach you there, JP?
Thundercats Classics, guys. Pretty much Thundercats Classics on Instagram, and just always trying to keep with the latest updates and images and news from everything Thundercats, not just Super7, but pretty much any company that's making something from the Thundercats IP, it's going to be there. So I'm always trying to keep the feed as busy as possible with the latest and greatest stuff. Sometimes we also share our live stream shows and things like that, but for the most part, everything you could think of for Thundercats, it's there.
Excellent. Huge shout out to my good friend JP of Thundercats Classics, and of course Toy Addicts. Guys, definitely check out Toy Addicts on YouTube, and of course subscribe to JP on Thundercats Classics if you want all the latest news on Thundercats pretty much everywhere. Super7, Mondo, any of the apparel. Yeah, guys, it's freaking amazing. Thundercats is going strong in 2024, leading into 2025. And of course, JP is going to be on top of the Thundercats Masters Universe crossover when that starts to hit, because that was amazing news. I'm really excited for Thundercats. It's like a renaissance, JP.
Yep.
It's an absolute freaking renaissance.
Can't wait to see what's coming.
It's going to be freaking great. Last comment before we log off, everybody. Mother Slug. Yeah, I got that vac metal rubs off really, really easily. It does. So, guys, take care of your action figures. And if anybody didn't know or is just joining us right now, I believe if we head over to Big Bad Toy Store, of course, I lost my place. Where am I again? So, bbts.com. Heading over to Big Bad Toy Store and taking a search for Silverhawks. Anybody who's interested, not only can you get the the toy versions of Steel Wheel and Bluegrass, but where are they? There they are.
Head out. Okay. Have a good night, guys. Thank you.
All right, guys. Take it easy, JP. Thank you again for being here tonight.
Have a good one, guys.
Guys, we'll take care. JP, I'll sign off for you, and thank you again, JP. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, guys, if you're just joining us as we're just about to log off, JP had to go, but Silverhawks toy version is back up for pre-order for Steelheart as well as Quicksilver, Bluegrass, and Quicksilver was back up here. Now, where is he actually? Hold on. Silverhawks toy. Let's see what that. Of course not. Why would it come up? Hold on. Silverhawks vac. Wow, really? Come on. What do you do to me? Hold on. Toy version. All right, hold on. Silverhawks toy version. All right, there we go. That's about as close as I can get. All right, so the Silverhawks toy versions are back up for pre-order. We have Quicksilver on pre-order, Vac Metal version. We also have the Silverhawks Steel Wheel toy version, Silverhawks Steelheart toy version, and the Silverhawks Bluegrass toy version. All $64.99 each. Don't sleep on this. They do go out of stock pretty quickly because they are the shiny Vac Metal versions. And that is where we'll end it off today. I want to give another huge shout out to my good friend JP of Thundercats Classics. He had to go. He's got to take care of his family, got to take care of his little girl. It is crazy over in his household, but he's working so hard to deliver brand new products, including the amazing work he's doing with our good friend Carlos of the Badass Reviews. They are teaming up with Articulated Times, and they have this amazing new Kickstarter for next year called From the Realms. If you guys are into vampires, they got some really cool stuff coming. Of course, there they are with Jason and Spiro toys, but they got some other amazing new vampire themed toys coming up very soon from the Realm. So, guys, definitely follow From the Realm on Instagram to find out the latest. It's from_the_realm on Instagram. Definitely give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. There's Carlos of the Badass Reviews. And, of course, if you're interested in supporting From the Realm, definitely check out their drop for their t-shirts, which will be available on Articulated Empire. It's articulatedempire.com. $30 a shirt, and all proceeds of these sales go towards the From the Realm Kickstarter campaign. They have the traditional blue logo as well as the blood red version, so you guys can have either version. $30 each, but if you are of a larger set like myself, the 3XL, the 4XL, possibly the 2XL, I'm not really 100% sure, $30 each, but it will go up to $32 for the slightly larger sizes. Guys, Thundercats are going strong in 2024. The Cats Lair, unfortunately, will be delayed until January and possibly all the way until April. I do believe that that's actually probably going to be the case, but I'm fine with it because I want my Cats Lair to be pristine and intact, and I'd rather wait a little bit longer than rush it, and all of a sudden we get a broken toy. You know, that's something that none of us want. And I really hope that everyone is going to be happy with their purchase because it's going to be crazy once they start showing up. Mother Slug, curious if you heard the news of Elon Musk talking about buying Hasbro. I don't believe that. What the heck does somebody who makes cars have to bother with Hasbro? That doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. And I'm not even sure he has the cash to buy it. Hasbro is a multi-billion-dollar company. I know they're having their issues right now. They're getting sued. Possibly. It hasn't even happened yet. Possibly getting sued by their investors. But I really don't. I can't see it. I just can't. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't see the play. I don't see the angle. I don't see the return on investment. I just don't see it. I really don't. Right now, toys are struggling. Right? I just don't see it. Elon Musk supposedly has beef with someone at Hasbro. Made bad D&D figures, which Musk a huge fan of, and was talking about buying Hasbro just for the DVD still away. Again, I think he has more. Here's the thing: if that's actually the case, I have more faith. Here, this is what I'll say. I'll say this: I have more faith in Elon Musk buying Wizards of the Coast. Okay, I think he has more interest in buying Wizards of the Coast than buying Hasbro. There's no way he's going to buy Hasbro. Wizards of the Coast is the only thing making Hasbro any money right now. But for the right price to get Hasbro back on track, I have a funny feeling that if anything, he'll make a play for Wizards of the Coast. And of course, because it's their biggest moneymaker right now, they're not going to let it go cheap. So you might be right. Maybe that's the play. Maybe in order to get Wizards of the Coast, he has to buy all of Hasbro, right? I don't know. But I'll be honest with you, a majority stake in Hasbro is another option. But I just can't see it. I really cannot see him buying Hasbro. I just can't. I can see him buying Wizards of the Coast. I can see that. If they're willing to give up Wizards of the Coast, which I don't think they are, I can see him making a play for that. Mother Slug, You may need to check into that, Jay. The write-up story on it is mind-blowing. I hear you, brother, but I have I have very little faith in that story. I think he probably is trolling like he always does. I think that's probably more the case. He's probably just like, how much is it? And you know what? Just getting people started to talk. Maybe even get Hasbro shaking in their boots. You never know. MRider77, do you think Super7 will make the Mirage? Yes, I do believe so. I believe Brian has already committed to it. He's already said on many occasions, off around the corner kind of way, sleight of hand. He's already sort of mentioned that the Mirage is probably going to come. I think he did say that, but he sort of wants to get through the line first, at least the main sections of the line, and then the Mirage will probably come. So the short answer to that is yes, the Mirage is coming. But I do believe it's going to be a crowdsourced project. I believe so. It has a transforming component. It has blast effects. There's a lot of things that are going to go into the Mirage, right? The opening canopies, like I said, the transforming ability for the hot seat. You know what I mean? A lot of things that are going to go into the Mirage. So it's going to be a crowdsourced project for sure. Mother Slug. The write-up talks about WOTC as well. What the heck is that? What's WOTC? Anyway. Frankie Rivera. Great stream as always, my friend. Good night to you. Thank you, Frankie. Always good to see you, brother. Have a good night to you too. Mother Slug. A lot of these investors think he will because Hasbro deals with Disney and Musk doesn't like Igor one bit. This could get him bad. I don't know. I don't follow any of what. I have no idea what you're talking about. Disney, of course, owns Marvel and they own Star Wars. So I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, sorry, Wizard of the Coast. Sorry, brother. WOTC. Again, it's been a long stream. My brain isn't working exactly. So I see what you're saying, brother Slug. I see what you're saying. Frank Rivera, good night and Geek Proud. Good night to you. Good journey, my brother, and Geek Proud to you. And on that note, everybody, it's been an amazing stream. Thank you guys for sticking out and watching and following along. And, of course, being here, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Just before we log off, though, I do want to highlight another channel which I'm doing some awesome projects with. I mentioned this on my last stream, but I'd love it if you guys check this out. It's a brand new YouTube channel which I'm working with my friend, my very good friend, Danny Green. It's called That Figures. And of course, it's not coming up. Let's see. Oh, yes. Yeah, so here we go, guys. It's called That Figures on YouTube. We're doing a lot of great deep dives into local creators, specifically ones who are doing great work with dioramas. And we're pitting different action figures in the sets to showcase how great they look, as well as reviewing amazing action figures coming up into the line. We've already got a number of videos up there right now. And as a sneak peek treat, I'm going to show you guys a couple of things which we're doing. A lot of fun, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. Check this out. This is one of our first little music videos that we're doing for the channel. I hope you guys will like it. But we're doing full reviews on dioramas, action figure sets, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. But first of all, here is one of our first videos, and I hope you guys enjoy. This is Odious, the Living Curse versus Batman Hush Batman.
Hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Boy, I run my city like it's Gotham. In a back cave, I've been plotting. Before I make a move, what are options? Wrong move, you get popped with your roster. Yeah, I got a juice. Getting rich, I feel like Bruce. I got a juice. Getting rich, I feel like Bruce.
Look, I've been ill, guess I'm terminal now. Like Mr. Freeze, I give him chills with the words that I spout. Listen, things ain't been sweet since I was scored as a child. Think I'm joking, $150, get a permanent smile. My chick, crazy and loyal, call her Harley Quinn. One side, know it's crunch time when they call him in. Two-Face, you tried to hold me on my splits, you get one cut. Straight down the middle, that's a Harvey Dent. I ain't heard of trust. The ones that you open up to will leave you opened up. Whether it's a hop or the league, I'm prepared for any issue that I see. Tell them what's up. Walk around my city like it's God. In a back cave, I've been plotting. Before I make a more with a option. One move, you can pop what you watch. I got a juice. Get rich, I feel like Bruce. I got a juice. Get rich, I feel like Bruce.
Yo, back pulling hoes, dressed in all black. Bullets couldn't penetrate my suit while I'm out of getting Catwoman acting two-faced. You gon' find out how the tools taste. Put you in a pit, you gon' be getting rich.
That was a lot of fun, and as another treat, I'll show you guys one of the other videos which we have up right now. I think you guys will enjoy this, featuring the Delta 17 crew. This was a lot of fun. I even added a little bit of a segment here myself. I thought it was a lot of fun. You guys will probably enjoy this one. Check it out. If you recognize my voice, let me know. It is the Delta 17 taking on a mission of their own. Let's have a look.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine.
Sir, it's Shepard.
This is Preacher.
This is Shepard. What's your situation?
We're en route ETA 5 minutes.
Copy that.
So far, so good.
Let's hope it stays that way.
I'm playing straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
They call me a
What I'd give for a drag.
I thought you quit.
I did. Let's keep moving.
Like a walk in the park.
Spoke too soon. Shepard, come in.
Get back here, Preacher. We've got company.
So, guys, please head over to That Figures on YouTube. I put a link in the description and the chat where you guys can take a look at that. We have a lot of great episodes on the way and more coming. As a matter of fact, we'll take a really quick look at this small episode. Might not come out too well here on the stream, but take a look at this brand new diorama review from our good friends over at Mega City Minis. I think you guys will enjoy this. Delta17 for giving us the opportunity to take a look at these figures up close and personal. Huge thanks to everybody who helped make this video happen. Mega City Minis and Shay Reed for providing their amazing dioramas. On behalf of Danny Green and myself, Mega J Retro, we want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos every week. And check out this next video. We'll see you there. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that. And of course, if you're interested, please check out the new channel. I just closed it for whatever reason, but it is, of course, called That Figures on YouTube. Sorry, if I can get back there. Sorry. There it is, guys. Definitely check it out. It is youtube.com/@wellthatfigures. I think you guys really enjoy it. We highlight a lot of brand new creators in the toy space. A lot of people who are doing dioramas. A lot of people are doing customs. It's an amazing community we're trying to build here, guys. Of course, the toy community is so open and giving, and we just want to be able to pay it forward and really give back to the community and showcase some of the really great creators who just have not been noticed yet, or for whatever reason, just have so much talent. But at the same time, they just need a little bit of extra, a shout out here and there. And Noah over at Mega City Minis, he did an incredible job on that Subway playset. Diorama, miniature diorama. It looks absolutely incredible. And of course, we are figuring another diorama by Figgy Smalls, who did an incredible work on this huge, and I do mean huge playset. It's absolutely massive. It's a New York City playset, and I got to tell you, you can just see me right there in the corner. It's absolutely gargantuan. It's freaking huge. Definitely give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you, and definitely check out Figure Me That Figures on YouTube, youtube.com/@wellthatfigures. You guys won't regret it. I think you guys will have a lot of fun there. Well, guys, if you are just joining us now, Thundercats is going strong in 2024, leading in 2025. The Cats Lair, unfortunately, will not be shipping until January of 2025, possibly all the way until March. And I'm still thinking that maybe even all the way until April for some people to actually receive their Cats Lair, which is fine for me. I really want them to take their time and deliver them properly. So fingers crossed, everybody, that you'll get yours early. But you know what? At the end of the day, as long as it comes in perfect condition, I think that everyone should be happy. Frankie Rivera, man, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Frankie. I really appreciate it. It looks absolutely. We worked really hard on those episodes, and I hope you guys will enjoy looking at some new dioramas and environments, and of course, some brand new figures who maybe you haven't seen yet. I'm going to be putting up a lot of reviews for action figures, and I hope you guys will enjoy those. Mother Slug, anything to help on your channel? Thank you, brother. Subbed 4 days ago. Mother Slug, you are awesome. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate it. Let's see here. Mother Slug, again, still the best looking Batmobile in my opinion. That long front end, it was a lot of fun to play with, and surprisingly, Hush Batman from Mafex fits perfectly inside there. I was shocked. I didn't think he was going to fit at all, but he actually fits inside the Batmobile, the Batman the Animated Series. It was crazy. M-Rider77, nice, very cool. Thank you, my friend. I hope you consider subscribing. And even if you just check it out, it's awesome. Definitely check it out. youtube.com/@wellthatfigures. I hope you guys will definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing these videos, and hope you guys will enjoy. Mother Slog, those Delta 17 figures also remind me of Captain Power from the 1980s for some reason. I see what you're saying, because I love Captain Power. They're a little bit more detailed than that, and I think if you start picking them up, you guys will see that too. Definitely, guys, head over to Delta 17 on their webpage. Let me just bring it up for you guys. Delta 17 toys on. What happened there? How come it didn't show up? Hold on for a second. Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. Yeah, guys, definitely check out Delta 17 toys on their website. Let's just have a quick look here. Hitting refresh. Awesome action figures. Definitely check them out. They're having a New Year's sale right now. Heading over to their store just by clicking store on their webpage. Thanksgiving, Christmas, holiday sale. 20% off all in-stock figures except for the Elite Okami. You can pick up all of these guys. They're wonderful O-ring figures on card. They have some amazing artwork, and I even helped out with the comic book. So, guys, you should definitely go head over there. Pick up a couple action figures right now because you can start building your action figure army. 20% off everything in stock. I think you guys really appreciate these. They're a lot of fun. Frankie Rivera, these are great. I think I need that in my life. It's just freaking awesome, Frankie. And what a treat. Thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate it. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you tonight. It is a Thursday stream, and it was a lot of fun hanging out with JP. And, of course, everybody here tonight. It's been so much fun. I'll give one last plug for JP. Guys, definitely give them some support for their brand new project from the Realm. They're having a drop on the Articulated Empire. Steve over there is helping them out. $30 per shirt. The drop happens tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Definitely pick up one of the shirts from the Realm, the original blue, and of course the blood red. You guys will definitely be helping out an amazing project that's coming up, and I hope you guys do enjoy that. And of course, guys, please check out my new YouTube channel that I'm helping out. That Figures. Well, that Figures on YouTube. You can find it at youtube.com/@thatfigures. It's a really great and fun look into dioramas that are coming up. Wonderful artists who are doing some great work, and of course, some awesome action figures who are doing some amazing things together. We're pitting the best against the best. It's a lot of fun, guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. Guys, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. As always, guys, the holiday season is upon us. I hope that you get everything that you wished for under the stocking and under your tree. But as always, guys, take care of each other. Say hi to everyone you care about, your mother, your brother, your sister, your cousin, everybody who's important to you, because we have it pretty good here in North America. Things are pretty peaceful. But don't forget, guys, there are a lot of places in the rest of the world that aren't really doing so well. My heart goes out to everybody else who's in any situation that's not as peaceful as it is here. I know there's a lot of different countries that are going under a lot of different problems right now all across the rest of the world. And my heart goes out to all you guys. For anybody who has family in those parts of the world, my prayers are with you. My prayers are with you and your family if you guys are going through some tough times. And of course, we are a community here, guys. And anybody if you're having trouble in this community, please reach out. Please talk to one of us. Please, we're all here for you. We're all trying to support each other. I lost a friend this year, and he was a big part of this community. And to be honest with you, it really touched me and really hit me hard. So if anybody, I second guess myself all the time. You know, could I have done something if he had talked to me? Could I have helped out in some way? Could we have just stayed on the phone all night and figured something out? That's something that I question that every day. Every day I question that. So guys, if you're in any situation, if you're having trouble, if there's anything that's going on in your life and you don't know what to do and you can't figure it out, please reach out to somebody. Send me a PM on Instagram. I'll be glad to chat for you for a while. Reach out to your families, your friends, anybody. And if you're having trouble reaching out to those, there are some hotlines, support hotlines out there that you can reach out to. But please talk to somebody. Don't suffer alone. We're all in this together. All of us are here to help you in whatever situation you have. So we're a community at the end of the day, guys. And this time of year, the holiday blues is a real thing, and people can get really, really lonely. So, guys, spend some time. Reach out to your family, your friends, your best friends, your loved ones. Reach out to them. Let them know you're okay. Let them know you're safe, and let everybody in the community know that you're okay. Because honestly, we do care, guys. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. Thundercats is going strong in 2025, everybody, and I really do hope that in 2025 we're gonna come Super7 is going to come prepared and drop some amazing, huge boxes at each of our doors for those of us who got them. Cats Lair, everybody. It's going to be freaking awesome. Good journey, everybody. Geek proud. Thundercats. Ho, everybody. Thundercats, ho. Take care, everybody.
Sir. It's Shepard.
This is Preacher.
This is Shepard. What's your situation?
We're en route ETA 5 minutes.
Copy that.
So far, so good.
Let's hope it stays that way.
I'm playing straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
What I'd give for a drag.
I thought you quit.
I did. Let's keep moving.
Like a walk in the park.
Spoke too soon. Shepard, come in.
Get back here, Preacher. We've got company.